we did what we were supposed to do. I mean, he did a good job of, he as and the other coaches, they played the entire game in a box and one on a triangle and two, something we practiced a little bit, but we haven't seen a team since I've been here that are box and one or triangle and two the entire time. So it was a great game plan kind of coming in, because what it would do, somebody else would have to go out and beat you and play. And so Steve's a very good coach, but I have to thank him, because what he did, he woke up a sleeping giant, and that's Kevin Ware on his birthday. And so we've said soon Kevin gets going, and his confidence was really, really high today. Not because of his birthday, but he, you leave a guy like that open, and he sees that ball go in. So couldn't be more happier for him, because he needed that. He needed that type of game. And when he plays that way, I mean, we saw box and one and triangle and two, and we don't practice much of it, and we still scored 80-plus points. So just really happy about that. And then losing Rhino's kind of, Ryan Green is the heart and soul of what we do, and to lose him inside the first minute, it was good for the other guys step up and play. But Kevin Ware was really, really good.
Coach, what exactly was Ryan?
Yeah, he lost his tooth, and they couldn't find it, and we thought it was in Marcus's elbow, and then we found out it wasn't. It was actually, it got pushed up in his gum. So that's how they found it. So yeah, he's in a lot of pain right now. So I don't know if he'll be ready to go Monday, but if somebody can come back from that as a tough enough kid, it will be Ryan.
Coach, when that happened, can you talk about that? Because Kevin pretty much controlled your offense the rest of the game.
Yeah, one of the things we love Kevin as a sixth man, because he can kind of see what's going on. One of the things about the group that's out there now, they've all played in the system, so they know what's going on, and including Ryan. And so what we do is, Kevin's kind of gets about 3 or 4 minutes, take a look at it, and then we kind of get him back in the game. But he knew he had to step up and play. And again, we practiced and game plan for something, and then they came up and, kind of tricked us a little bit with the box and one early. And then Ryan got going, and then went triangle and two. But what that did is it left some other guys open, and I thought we were aggressive late. Supposed to say it. The first 9-10 minutes of the game, we staggered a little bit, got us standing around too much.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Early in the first half, there seems to be like a little confusion maybe in half-court offense. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, that's what I was saying. I mean, it was mostly what they did. The box and one and the triangle confused us a little bit, because we hadn't seen it. One of the things when you haven't seen something, and so we halftime we made a little bit better of adjustment, but we couldn't. We got quicker shots and we didn't take it. But one thing, this is a veteran group, and not too much. One of the things I said is that everybody's going to throw a lot of things against the champ, and so one of the things you got to do is you got to be able to handle a lot, and so I thought we did.
The formula for winning so many conference games last year seemed to be the formula again today: force turnovers and make free throws.
Yeah.
They made a lot of them today.
Well, that's that. Regardless, at the end of the day, what you do against us on the defensive end, our defense is going to be pretty good. Although they made a lot of threes, so they made 12 threes. But again, a team that shoots 9 times out of 10, a team that shoots 27 or more threes, you're going to probably win that game. That means they got to make about 16 or 17 of them. And so again, if you shoot, I think they had 52 attempts, I believe, and 30 of them were threes. And so they're not what I would call a three-point shooting team. So again, I feel like our defense worked. And one of the things that we've been proud of, no team this year, I believe, has shot 50% against us. And so for us, that's a pretty good thing. And one of the things that leads to our runs is our defense, because all of a sudden we get 9, 7, 8, 9 stops in a row, then we're pretty good.
Do you think you're going to see boxing ones? The rest of the season?
I hope so, because that means we're going to score about 82 points a game. And so we score 82. You're not beating us if we get in the 80s. And so, you're leaving good players open. You're leaving Marcus Crider, who's coming in a good player. Kevin, we got good players. And so when you leave those guys open, it helps them. And now all of a sudden, that's what I'm saying. You kind of let a cat out of a bag with this guy here. Now all of a sudden, now he gets 20 plus, and now he's ready to go.
It seems. Just based upon the shooting percentage, that RJ is really getting blanketed a lot.
Yeah.
What are you saying to him to try to keep his frustration level from getting too high?
And that's what we talked about even right after the game. I thought he did a great job with his frustration. Generally, when you're a player like that and you go box and one, the box and one is supposed to do that. That's what it's supposed to do. When you're a really good player, and he's a really good player, their defenses and schemes are all about him. And I think for the most part all year, he's done a tremendous job with that, especially today. I think he only had 1 or 2 maybe frustration things. I think a little push off at the end, but for the most part, he kind of let the game come to him and do some other things, and that's what great players do. RJ is more about winning than he is about his numbers. And when your leader cares more about winning than the numbers, he's gonna be good. And that's what he's done. So I was more proud of him today and what he did than if he scored 30.
So what you said about RJ kind of kind of similar way Kevin put it.
Yeah, I mean,
Team more.
it's more about what happens with our team. I mean, I'll be honest with you. The last couple of weeks, I kept saying to our staff, Kevin's going to have one of these coming out games, and then all of a sudden, man, it's going to be, and it took something like this, basically, Troy goes again, this guy's got a lot of respect for his game, and you all of a sudden say, I'm not guarding Kevin Ware. Good luck with that.
So kind of maybe you can kind of make it and say it's his birthday.
It's his birthday and all that, so it couldn't happen on a better day. His birthday on the day they decide to box and one that's pretty good.
January 5th.
That's exactly right. Well, turn around Monday is his birthday. Then next Thursday is his birthday. So I'll keep buying cake. If he keeps playing this way, I'll buy cake. So I'll let you guys talk to him now.
Type of game you've been waiting on?
Oh yeah, definitely. I know coaches up here talking about like a lot of putting everything on me, but it falls back on them in practice. Coach Shelley's really developing my game to more so get me to the basket instead of being a jump shooter and things like that. So all the credit goes to them. You know what I'm saying? I had a great game, but it all falls back on them and my teammates.
Kevin, you had your jumper working up today. Can you kind of talk about that?
Yeah, I know Coach Shelley's telling me, not to settle a lot, but I kind of feel like sometimes it was like, all right, I don't want to force it, and they get a run out the other way. So my game is not really three-point shots. It's more so getting the mid-range or attacking the paint. And I kind of feel like they was playing off me a little too much. And when they did play up on me too much, I kind of went by them.
How old are you?
22. So it was like when I hit the three, it was like, 21. And then he's taking me out. I was like, I want 1 point.
Talk about, did you feel any more pressure when Ryan went down the way he did to
No, honestly, I know I just had to step up. Like Coach said, I'm watching on the bench. Rhino's a great defensive player. He talks to me. He's like really the leader of this team outside of Ryan and RJ, so I really wasn't concerned about it. I know I just had to step up.
How are you going to celebrate?
I'm about to go out to eat with the family, probably rest up, get ready for Monday. It's season. I don't got a lot of celebrating to do. I just want wins right now.
And can you just, have you had any conversations with RJ just about the defenses that he's seen and just about patience?
I mean, it's not much you could tell RJ offensively. He's a great player. He gets his shots off. Late in the game, he got it because they started watching me and Ryan more, and that opened his game up. And I kind of feel like it's vice versa for a lot of guys. I kind of feel like I just played really good today because those guys was watching him so much.
You could tell RJ some things today about offense.
Yeah, a little bit. But, I kind of felt like as long as we was getting it done defensively, we were fine. Coach always tells us our offense is going to come and things like that. But it all starts with us defensively and turning over and making free throws. That's really what it comes down to.
How do you keep this going now? Or do you try to keep this going?
Just keep working. I kind of feel like it all starts in practice. Sully really hitting me and playing physical with me, that's really getting me going again. And I just want to thank them for that.
He hits you? Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Get the pad, swipe the ball out of my hand. Yeah, it's a lot of. It started getting physical.
We brought football pads out.
Yeah.
Mikey hit me and Sully hit me.
Mike too little. Yeah.
Yeah, we're walking down birthday, Kevin.
Any other questions for Kevin? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you Monday.